Praise God, the cop is not behind me because if he is, I'm screwed. Bear with me for 1 second, people. Bear with my little black ass for 1 second. Jesus help my life. This is how you know I don't need to be freaking listening. All right, I'm back. I'm back and back. Sorry. I had to think, oh, I'm close. I don't like that. Okay. The sun is like really in my face today. Hi, going. So today has been very interesting. Um, I had actually got asked out today, and I was like, "Listen, I didn't do all that." I was like, "Listen, hi, my love." So when I had got asked out, I was like, I made it very clear. Everybody, I made it very. Woo! Wait a minute, that's almost like you go. Okay. So I had got asked out today, and I made it very clear to the person. Listen, you know, you're very easily able, it's very easy for me to speak to them and engage in a conversation. And this is the same person that likes me, right? And I think it's very sweet. I think it's very sweet. I think it's very kind. And I always just make it very clear, okay, we can go out, but I made it very, very, very clear. This is just two friends going out just to eat. That's it. It's nothing more. So please don't think anything more of it. Please don't think anything more about it. It's just two friends, going out to eat. That's it. I don't look at it in any other manner or anything of that nature because I personally don't want this person. Is that a- Sorry, I was trying to see what that was behind me. So, I made it very clear. I was like, I that they're very easy for me to speak to. In the we have, the conversation just flows. And I think that's very precious and very kind, right? But I made it very clear, I don't like doing any inner I'm very flattered that, they think I'm a beautiful girl. I was like, thank you. I really appreciate it. And they're not bad looking. He's a handsome man, right? Like y'all not think everybody is. I think that. But but I was like, I'm flattered, but if we do go out, which I doubt because I'm pretty sure my mom is gonna say no, which I'm sure she is. I just have to always make sure that I'm never Hi, my love. I just always got to make sure that I'm never playing with anybody's emotions or anybody's feelings. So I made it very clear, if we can go out, it's just two friends going out to dinner. It's nothing more. That's it. Just eating dinner together and that's it, So please don't think anything of it. And I feel that this is where honesty comes in at and plays a huge part because I never want to give someone something that they want from me, and I never want that from them. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna play with nobody's heart. I'm never gonna pull strings with your heart. I'm never gonna do that. So that's just not me. And that you should always be real with somebody from get. That's just always been like my thing, personally speaking. I just And you know what's so crazy to me? Like now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes you can be so honest and open with the person, and again, and, sometimes in their mind, not seeing him. I'm not saying him at all. I'm just saying overall in general. Sometimes a person can place something in their mind that they're with somebody, and the other person doesn't like them, and they make sure that they verbalize it. You know what I'm saying? So in the nature of, hey, I don't like you. I don't want you. And they still will play like a relationship out in their head. And it's like, dude, like you good or no? And again, I'm not saying him, I'm just speaking around in general. Why are these cars go so slow, so slow, so slow? So, I just always make sure I verbalize with it and I'm like, again, there are, certain things with him that are very sweet and very kind, very generous. And it's so funny because he got me something today. And it was a drink. And because I see him come and he had got a drink for me, I was like, oh, well, like, it's so funny. I said, because I drink those type of waters. He said, I know. This is for you. I was like, "What?" My little dumbass, like, it's so shocked because I don't think nobody ever bought me a drink. right? So I was like, seriously? He was like, yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, how did you even remember that I drank the C said because I pay attention to detail? I was like, oh. I was like, for real? He was like, yes. He said, that's how I remember that this is what you drink. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I've never had nobody do that before. That's so wild. And it's funny because I'm reading a book by I don't know her last name, but it's Catherine something. And the book is called Minds for a Moment. And baby, that book is so freaking good. And it's crazy because he comes off like the man in the book, just he pays attention to details. He's very humble, he's very honest, and he's just a sweetheart. You know what I mean? And again, that's why I say I'm never gonna play with nobody. So I make it very clear, hey, you know, I don't like you, I don't want you, none of that. Like you understand what I'm saying? Damn, I'm finally starting to change movie. I'm gonna just go and get off the back one. Car, please don't get over. I beg you, please don't get over. That's one thing. So you, Jesus. I forgot that this thing is right. So I feel like honesty is always the best policy. And again, he's a sweetheart. Well, this one is very insensitive. Well, he genuinely is a sweetheart, and I didn't even notice that he paid. And it's funny because I actually told him. I said, you know, what's so funny. I said to me, a man that pays attention to details, that's a turn on for a woman. Well, I said for me, I don't know about nobody else, but a man that actually pays attention to something that I eat or that I drink, I think that is sexy. Like, because it means that you actually care enough to pay me attention. It's like one little old me, like so I think it's sweet and I think it's cute. Don't think that men really understand that it's the little things that they do to a woman that will just make her, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's precious. Like if you hug her or if you hold her a type of way, I think it's called spoon. I don't know how it is, but whatever. And like stuff like that is, I think it's beautiful. And or you pay attention to the way she breathes when you're being intimate, or like the way you touch her, or you hold her, or you look at her. I just think stuff like that is. I'm like a hopeless romantic person, so don't judge me. Right? I just think it's the little things for me that are just extremely important. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? I hate coming over this way. I think it's so freaking stupid the way that this thing is. But I just think that stuff like that is important. So if you don't want to go, thank you. Right? Come on, go 'cause I need you. Thank you. And I just feel that stuff like that is important. I mean, to me. Or maybe it could just be because I pay attention to details with a man. So I feel like that's just me though. If you genuinely care about someone, just things that they eat or things that they drink or like the scent of their home or what they like or what they use, just something small. That just again, that's just how I think. I think that's how a relationship should be. You know what I'm saying? Or if they like no notes or something like that. I mean, I personally would do a note. Oh, I personally would do like a little note. Remind me of one of my favorite songs. I think I listened to that song by her. I love it. I just think that it's just the little things that you do. It don't gotta be something like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just give her a rose, randomly. Or you could just take her out to dinner randomly. Or you could just dance with her in the middle of the living room randomly. I mean, it's just the small things that you do. That to me is where you create the memories. That to me is where you create the happiness, the joy, and the love. And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, touche to each his own and things of that nature. But I just think that little things like that are important. I mean, I would want a man to, do that for me, especially when I know I'm the type of woman that would do that for a man. So it's just in the nature of, give me what I give you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to keep giving somebody something who, honest to God, does not deserve my time or my energy, my aura, my body, my spirit, my mind, just nothing. Like you don't deserve none of it, especially if I'm, what I'm saying? Like you don't deserve that, and especially the look of a woman when she loves a man. Like I'm not giving that to no man that doesn't deserve it. Like I've been there, done that. No, like I'm not doing it. They gonna go to that side. Oh, what's wrong? They wasn't. I just don't want to waste my time. And I wasted 6 years. So I'd be damned if I waste any more. Like, no, thank you. That should be, but and that's what I'm saying. It literally should be. If a man cannot give you what you give him, baby, that is no point. 'Cause let me see something. I've been there, done that with somebody that I was dealing with for 6 years, and enough. That mean ain't never, not one time, not near nothing. Okay, zero, zilch, nada, nothing. And you know what the crazy thing is? I genuinely keep saying I feel like this man could be a damn good man. I do. Like, and I'm gonna keep it above. I personally do believe that this man could be a great man. Like, I believe that he has it in him. I just believe he hasn't found the right woman to do it with and do it for him. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? If it was never me, I'm cool with it. But as much as I think that this man could be an incredible man, I really want him to just be that for somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, call her in the morning, text her in the morning, see how her day was. Just give her a back rub. I mean, it just shouldn't always be about you. And I just feel like there's nothing wrong with giving, each other. I don't, I mean, am I wrong? I don't think that I am. Maybe that's where my black ass go wrong. Maybe that's where I go wrong at. Like, wanting to give someone something that I know I can give them. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't. There's nothing wrong with wanting to. And I tell men all the time, right? Stop being afraid to love a woman. There's nothing wrong when you fall in love with a woman. It could be scary at first. Of course, anybody would understand that. But there's nothing wrong with loving a woman, especially when you know that her ass love you and you treat her like that's wrong. So I'm just saying, I'm not God, but I definitely do believe in, you got to get back what you do to somebody. I did it. Shoot, I mean, the freak, like everything my black ass went through. Oh, baby, I had to get all that back. I was like, damn, that thing like a well. Hi. It stings when, and then you think about it and you say, well, damn, I had the woman that got away. I had the man that I was in love with, or I had the woman that I was in love with. And, next thing you know, you see them and they're laughing, or they're holding hands, or they're, taking walks in the park. And you sitting there miserable by your damn self, idiot. When you had her, she was in a palm of your hand. When he was in a palm of your hand and you let him go. Foolishness, just foolish. Because you're afraid to love her, or she's afraid to love you. Listen, when you love is not, I mean, why does it matter who you love? And so let's just keep it a buck. It ain't nobody damn business who you love. Again, as long as I feel like it's not, verbally abusive, or mentally abusive, or financially abusive, or spiritually abusive in any manner, you love who you love. I can't judge nobody for loving. If two women love each other, who the hell am I to say? I'm not gonna say that's nasty. I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? Or if two men love each other, who the hell am I to say, oh my goodness, that is not for me to judge you, my love. That's not me. You love who you love. Never be afraid to show someone that you care about them. Or never be scared. And let me just be very honest, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Two things, right? I'm keeping it up. You have women that will personally see somebody, you will purposely sit there and be like, oh my goodness, new girl ain't so good. But you know that this man is treating you so good. You know that this man is treating you so right. And yo dumb. And yes, I'm gonna say yo dumb is gonna sit up here and let that man slip away. And that same girl that was like, girl, he ain't no good. I guarantee you she in his DMs. I guarantee you she's trying to text him. I guarantee you she's trying to find his number, boo. She's trying to contact him because what you have, baby, she wants it. And for a man, right? Let me just be very clear here. And I feel like with men, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I do feel like with men, I feel like they play around too much, slightly. That when the man is in love with a woman is, oh, you love her. Like, mind your business. Mind your business. Yes, he loves her. So you mad because you single with the, that ain't his problem that he found somebody that he genuinely cares about. Why are you in his damn business? Mind your business. Let that man love that woman and let that woman love that man. God damn. And I genuinely believe